Welcome back sa ating channel at kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. At ito nga ang pag-uusapan natin.
If there is anything to gripe for, it is me griping for. Why did you invade my country 50 years ago? Sat on this land and live off with the fat of the land. And you expect me to be happy?
You are so angry.
When they drop a bomb there, so much, so powerful that it also kills others.
But you are not America. Do you feel
Yeah,
sorry for? Do you
but
feel
we
sorry?
are talking of human liability. So it doesn't say that because they're Americans are exempted, and just because I am just a small time government official, I am not exempted. So what's the fairness there? No. When they drop bombs, they kill so many villages, and there's not even a whimper. America invaded Iraq. What was the excuse? That there were weapons of mass destruction. And yet when they invaded Iraq, so many people were killed. So where is justice now?
So I think it's really hard to avoid
Meaning to say, justice has to be equal. It cannot be a justice for one and justice for another set of standards for two. It has to be equal.
Is that the reason why you turn away from America?
Yes, because they refused to understand my predicament when they knew that they were also in the same predicament on a larger scale. I never in America, what? Remember Panama? Okay. They invaded Panama, a sovereign state, okay, in Central America. So what was the purpose there? They went inside, seized the country, arrested the president, brought him outside the country, placed him in a detention cell in New York. He faced a trial federal court and is convicted. What happened to the invasion? And what was the reason? Drugs. You invade a country. Me, I am just fighting the criminals in my country. I never invaded a country. You have to look at it this way. There is so much incongruity in the principles that are being followed by nations. The powerful ones, they can invent this weapon of mass destruction. Oh, we can invade your country. Me, I never touch anybody. I do not even go to the United States. And then they criticize me for the criminals that I have killed.
Your relations with the previous U.S. administration were far from perfect. Will you give Trump's administration a chance?
I think that Trump is very good. He's a regular guy. He's pragmatic, very practical. The previous administration was a source of irritation and source of so many conflicts, not really in terms of war, but in terms of relationships. The other administration destroyed all of this. The goodwill and even relationships with Russia and relationships with the Philippines. And it's not an easy job to be just, when there's a new guy in town, you just say everything is forgotten. They have the Congress that is not in full accord with the U.S. president. And as it is, they're still fighting right now, threatening even to impeach President Trump. America is a hard act to follow. Sometimes you are in good terms. For example, Trump, he says that he agrees with me. And he thinks that I'm doing it the right way. And even he, about 2 weeks ago, announced that he's going to get tough against the drug lords and everybody who is into drugs. You could almost find the similar words between my mouth and Trump's mouth. But you know, those things that we ordered and those things that we expect to be delivered is being hampered because it is equally, the powers of the president is subject also to the checks and balances of Congress. And sometimes he is paralyzed. He himself now even finds himself maybe not really big trouble, but in trouble. I have nothing against America. We're perfectly all right. Trump is my friend. But my foreign policy has shifted from what of that pro-Western. I now have this working alliance with China, and I hope to establish a good working relations with Russia. Why? Because Western world, EU and everything, they have this double talk.
Do you think your society will support this idea? Because there are intensive ties within the society with America historically. Do you think you will have support of the people?
If there is anything to gripe for, it is me griping for. Why did you invade my country 50 years ago? Sat on this land and live off with the fat of the land. And you expect me to be happy?
You are so angry. I can feel it.
Yeah. You treat me as if I am your colony still? You must be kidding. Why would I allow it? Why would I allow you to treat me as if I am your representative here as a colonial governor? We are an independent country. We will survive. We will endure. We can go hungry. But this time, I want my country treated with dignity.
So you once said that you don't want America in your country. So you were serious.
Yes, I said no. I said American troops. That one day during my term, if I survive the CIA, oh no. If I survive the CIA, I have stayed 5 years.
You talk a lot about assassination. Do you really expect that to happen?
They do it. Does it surprise you?
Are you worried?
They can
Are you afraid of your life?
They can even pluck a president out of his country and force him to face trial in another country.
What should happen so that it improves? Are you waiting for an apology? Let's say, will it work?
No, that's not. I don't want that thing to happen.
So what may help?
It's enough that I respect Trump. He's a friend, and he is welcome to come here on November. But if I'm talking about arms, if I'm talking about mutual defense regarding ISIS, I'd rather, in my preliminary talks with President Putin, I got a favorable response. I hope we can convert it to something substantial. Because it is only Russia and China who can be relied with their words. America is double talk. The left hand does not know what the right hand is doing. Because I said the arms are suspended and the Senate has not really agreed, or they're still debating on it, whether to give us the arms or not. My country is fighting terrorism. How long can I wait? Until such time that we are on bended knees? It might be too late. For after all, if I do not act now, and so with the drug problem, if my country collapses, who will bring it back? The United States. Russia sells arms. He does not impose she does not impose any conditions. When Russia sells the arms, he sells the arms. You need it? I will give it to you. That's a known fact. You do not attach conditions. A straight negotiation, if you're ready to help, we'll say, oh, okay, we will help, we'll give you this. And can you do that with America? No. Because the President says he will give you, and the State Department said no. And then his Congress, we said, no, he's a human rights violator, so we keep a distance. And then, if that is the case, so be it. I will not hanker for it on bended knees. I will not ask for mercy for that alone.